On the vast inland seas of North America, the Great Lakes stand as a marvel of nature stretching across thousands of miles, carrying ships and people for centuries, but hidden among their shimmering waters is a dark legend, one that sailors whisper, about one that historians investigate, and one that locals never forget. It is called the Bermuda Triangle of the Great Lakes, a place where ships vanish without a trace, planes fall from the sky, and men are swallowed by mystery. This cursed region lies mainly in Lake Michigan, near an area stretching between Benton Harbor, Michigan, and Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and reaching north toward the tip of the lake. Sailors call it the Michigan Triangle. For decades, reports have spoken of magnetic disturbances, strange lights in the sky, bizarre weather patterns, and unexplained disappearances. One of the earliest and most chilling cases dates back to 1891, when a schooner named the Thomas Hume vanished on Lake Michigan with its crew of 7. The ship had been sailing in fair weather, but it never reached its destination. No wreckage, no survivors, nothing, just silence. The lake had swallowed it whole. Some believed it was a storm, but records showed calm skies. Others whispered that something far stranger had taken place nearly half a century later in 1921. The Rosa Belle, a ship carrying 11 people, was discovered floating capsized on Lake Michigan, its crew gone, as if erased from existence. The ship was battered, but it had not collided with another vessel nor suffered fire or explosion. Yet every person on board had disappeared without a single clue. Then came the case of Flight 2501, a Northwest Airlines DC-4 plane flying from New York to Minneapolis in June of 1950 with 55 passengers and 3 crew members on board. It entered the skies over Lake Michigan at night. The weather was rough, but not impossible. The pilot radioed for permission to descend to avoid turbulence, but was denied within minutes. The plane vanished from radar. Search crews scoured the waters. Debris was found floating on the lake seat cushions' life jackets, but not a single body was ever recovered. The entire human cargo had disappeared into the depths. Eyewitnesses on the shore claimed to have seen strange red lights hovering above the water that night, fueling theories that something otherworldly had occurred in this triangle. The stories do not end there. Fishermen have spoken of compasses spinning wildly, as if controlled by unseen forces. Divers exploring wrecks in the area tell of sudden equipment failures and eerie sensations of being watched. Some even claim to hear phantom voices beneath the waves. Radar operators have tracked strange blips moving faster than any known vessel before, vanishing in seconds. Skeptics argue that the Great Lakes are treacherous enough without invoking the supernatural. Sudden squalls, violent storms, and unpredictable currents can sink ships in moments, and the lakes are so vast that wreckage can easily remain hidden for decades. Lake Superior, for instance, holds the Edmund Fitzgerald, which sank in 1975 with 29 men and lies preserved in the cold depths, yet even seasoned sailors admit that the Michigan Triangle carries a reputation beyond. Natural danger stories circulate of ghost ships emerging from the fog only to vanish when approached. One famous tale tells of the Bannockburn, a freighter that disappeared in 1902 and has since been cited as a phantom vessel doomed to sail the lake forever. Another recurring mystery is the strange lights reported in the sky over the triangle, glowing orbs darting through the night, defying explanation. Some believe they are signs of UFO activity. Others suspect magnetic anomalies or even portals to another dimension. The Native American tribes who lived near the lakes long before Europeans arrived told stories of spirits dwelling in the waters, beings that guarded the lakes and punished those who disrespected them. Perhaps these old legends hold more truth than we imagine. As the years passed, researchers attempted to solve the riddle of the Michigan Triangle. Scientists mapped the magnetic field and found slight irregularities, but nothing dramatic enough to erase planes or ships. Historians tracked weather patterns, but could not explain sudden vanishing acts. Divers searched, but many wrecks remain undiscovered, leaving more questions than answers. Today, the legend continues whenever a vessel sets out across Lake Michigan and fog begins to rise. Sailors look nervously toward their compasses, wondering if they too will vanish into the Bermuda Triangle of the Great Lakes. Some call it superstition, others call it science, but to those who have lost loved ones, in its waters it is not a story. It is a haunting reminder that the world still holds places where human knowledge fails and mystery reigns.